Good day, Lone Star Middle School students. The week of ISAT testing is over, and from what I saw, you guys did a fabulous job. Hope that means I have to buy a bunch of pizza and ice cream, because I think your scores are going to skyrocket because of how well you guys did. Right now, what you see on my screen is my OneNote master, and this is what you guys see when you go in and look for the content library. I'm currently in the weather section, and off to the right, you can see the different pages that I have, that I think most of which you should have. Did some grading over the last couple days. There's a lot of you that have skipped quite a few of these pages or quite a few of these assignments, and it's hurting your grade. You will not have this page here, so I'm just going to right click and delete that one. I need to be guided by the standards, so I'm going to leave this one here so that I know that the instruction that I'm doing is helping you guys to be able to understand what the standards are asking. You should, on yours, should have a YouTube page, and you can see over here that you should have 3 Pecos Hank video reviews and summaries. A lot of you only had 1 or 2. I asked for 3. And then you can see below that I had also asked that you had done a heat transfer video review and summary, and that was only one of those. So if you've not completed all 4 of those, that was what I was looking for in looking at the YouTube page. Below that was the vocab page. On the vocab page, you can see all the different, sorry, the balloon here distracted me. You can see here all the different words that we had. Obviously, cats and dogs is just a description of it raining really hard, so we don't need cats and dogs. Some of the most important words were the last ones we added: radiation, conduction, and convection, the transfer of energy. And then we had the Venn page, and this is where you were supposed to get 2 different articles from Newzilla. One about, both of them about weather phenomena. You're in a Venn diagram. A lot of you chose to draw circles. Excuse my voice. Draw circles. And then I saw some of you go down to the rectangle overlapping, which made much more sense in terms of the structure of writing. So looking for you to have compared 2 different weather phenomena from Newzilla. And then we move on to the virtual trip. The virtual trip started with the 12 cities that we had listed here. And then we went and got some very specific information. For example, we have the Astoria, Oregon information here. And it went down to where we were looking for the precipitation that we would find seasonally. Remember, there are 4 seasons in a year. There are 12 months in a year, so each season would be 3 months of precipitation. So I was looking for you to add up the months of precipitation for each season. A lot of you did that. Some of you stopped at where we were asking what the local ocean current was. And by local, I just mean the closest ocean current. And then we moved on to taking one quiz about heat transfer 3 different times. A lot of you started out in the 50% range, moved yourselves up to the 80 range, and a lot of you got 100%, so bravo. Radiation, conduction, and convection, what that was about. And then at the bottom of those screen clippings, I had asked you to review these 3 articles. And a lot of you, I searched and squeezed and pinched and looked all over the place, couldn't find the review of these 3 articles. But if you need these 3 articles to catch up, they're on my content library page under articles. And then if you're looking in, the next one is Choice City. You were supposed to pick 2 different cities within 200 miles and do an analysis of the differences of the weather. We had taken a look at the rain shadow effect and how within less than 100 miles, Enumclaw and the other city from Ellensburg here, I can read it, that they were radically different. One had 6 feet of rain and the other one had 10 inches. So being so close, but what happened? Well, it was geography. The mountain was in between them, and on the other side of the mountain, the clouds precipitate as they move up, and on the other side, as they come down past the mountain's peaks, the moisture is drawn up into the clouds, and so there's not a lot of rain. And then the next one is what we're starting today, the work from layers of the atmosphere. Uh, so this is today's work and tomorrow's work. But some of you have a lot of homework to do because there's a lot of things missing in all of your pages inside of the weather section. Hope you guys had a great weekend, are rested up, ready for class rather than ISATs. Hope you guys have a good day.